Hey everyone, welcome to Faisal's channel. In today's video, I'll quickly show you the right and fun way to edit smiles, eyes, and facial features using Photoshop. Back in the day, we used to get this question a lot before this amazing filter was even added to Photoshop. People would ask how to tweak their smile shape easily. Like, I wasn't smiling in the photo, but I wanted to look like I was. I don't like my smile in the picture. I want to enhance it, make it look better, make it more funny. I want to adjust the shape of the eyes. I want to fix the nose. I want to edit the facial details. Let's check out this amazing filter in Photoshop. First, of course, we're using Adobe Photoshop 2020. Of course, this works with the latest versions of Photoshop. Let's take a look together. We go to Filter. We select this filter right here. You can see its shortcut, which is Command plus Shift plus X, or on Windows devices, it's Control plus Shift plus X. Let's select it together. We'll zoom in so we can see the image more clearly. Alright, or maybe just a little less than that. Let's just look at the options we have here. We have the eyes, the nose. Let's start with the smile. Here we have 5 options for adjustments. The first one is smile. Let's see what happens with the smile. Of course, it depends on the picture. Here you have an arrow to increase or decrease, depending on the image or the look you want to achieve. There's nothing that restricts you. It's not like you have to say, I want to set it to 10, or I want to set it to 5 or 6. There's no such thing. So it really just depends. We did it here based on the picture, or your smile, or the way the smile looks in the photo. Let's go back and look at the picture together. Alright, let's start. The smile that is the smile. Let's see how it's going to look. You see, it started to move. Now it looks like a bigger smile, or if we make it sadder, it looks more upset or just fine. We can set it back to 0 or increase it a bit, depending on what we want. Alright, that's good. Here you have the tool for the lips. Here, if I increase it, pay attention to the upper part. So, it's moving. It moves upward when we set it to 100, depending on the look you want to achieve. Here, we can set it back to 0, and here, to the lower direction. So, we can move it down or up. But now, when we move it down, it'll show more. See, you can tell how it went down even more. Here, we set it back to 0. Here we have the size of the mouth. So when we increase it like this, it gets bigger, or we can make it even smaller. Now it looks better. By the way, here you can increase it a bit more than that. This up and down here also makes it smaller for us. Like this, we can make it look a bit sad, or make it smile, or whatever you want. Or depending on the style of the image you want. We set this back to 0 here, and this one to 0 as well. That was everything related to the smile, which is the subject of blood. Can we see what the eyes can do? It also depends on what you want to adjust in the eyes. Here we have more than one option. Let's start with the first one, which is the eye size. You can either make them bigger or smaller. This one is for the left eye, and this one is for the right eye. Alright, let's set it back to 0. Here, we can also reset it to 0. From here, you can also adjust the size for the right and left sides. It's increasing here. Here, we made it even bigger. Here, we can also control the rotation. Here too, we can control the rotation. Here, I can move the eyes apart or bring them closer together, just like you see here. Okay, can we reset them to 0 to explain? Zero. That was all about the eyes. Now, let's look at the nose. The nose is really important. A lot of people care about it. He likes the shape of the nose, whether small or big. Of course, there is nothing better than nature, but let's see how we can control it. Here, as you can see, I can move it up, and here I can move it down. So, it depends on what's needed. And here, this one is nice too. Here, when it was set to 0, its size was a bit big. So, if we want to make it smaller, I move it to the left like this, and the nose gets smaller, or I can make it bigger like this, and it gets larger. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you achieved the result you were looking for, or the result you wanted to reach when it comes to editing the smile and facial details in general. Thank you!